Hi, boys and girls. So you just saw that really cool experiment. So we're going to try an experiment ourselves. I have a tub of water and I have three of the different types of paper. This is the newsprint, really thin newspapers are on newsprint. This is the craft paper. It's a little bit stiffer, but it's still pretty thin. And then the chipboard. Chipboard is almost like a cardboard, and it's much stiffer. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about if I tear up this newsprint into some little papers, maybe just some small pieces like this. If I put it in the water, in the tub, what do you think will happen? Do you think the water will be repelled by the paper? Do you think it will absorb? Do you think the paper will float? Do you think it will sink? What do you think will happen over time if we watch it? What do you think will happen if I blow on it? So we're going to experiment to see with the newsprint. Then you'll make predictions and observations with this little bit harder paper, a little more stiff, the craft paper. And then finally, you'll talk about the chipboard. So what I want you to do is start off with the newsprint, and what you can say is, I predict that the newsprint will sink, or I predict that the newsprint will float. I predict that the water will absorb. Use those words. Then as you're watching, you'll say things like, I observe that the newsprint is what? So you're going to talk about it. Then we'll have to scoop out the newsprint and we'll do it again with the craft paper and the chipboard. Okay, do you think the same thing will happen with all three papers? Do you think it might be different because they're different papers, different materials? I don't know. You'll have to find out. That's why we experiment. And if there's time at the end, I do have the cup with the paper in it to see if we can keep it dry. All righty.